Gentlemen, how do you? Good to see you. Good to hear that you're here. Well, you know what I mean. I can't really hear you, but floating around here at 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. talking about, man, I think I should go to bed. Man, my bones are sore, my body aches a little bit. And I looked over at this computer and I said, fuck that. I ain't going to bed right yet. Got a few things that I wanted to talk about. And first and foremost, before I go anywhere with this show, I have to say big ups to those Canadian men that are holding the line, because it's not Canadian women, is it? They've inspired everybody, Australians, Americans, Germans, French, some Italians, only some Italians. But they got it going on, brother. They got it going on. What happens when you push a demographic too far? You see, this is something that we haven't seen in modern times. I can't recall. The last time I saw anything like this was the labor movement with Lech Walesa in Poland, in Warsaw. And sometimes that wasn't even cracked up to be what it actually turned out to be. But it was still enormous. It was still enormous. And here we are, watching those Canadians, those proud true Northers, stand out there in the fucking freezing ass cold, doing all of that stupid shit, getting harassed by cops, getting harassed by the feds, GoFundMe stripping a $6 million account off of them. Fucking scumbags. If I could burn GoFundMe to the fucking ground right now, I would do it. It's clear what GoFundMe is. It's go fuck me if you're a conservative or a Republican or somebody that doesn't tote the mainstream line. That's what that is. God bless them truckers. Daniel H., you said it better than I did. God bless them mother truckers. I hope you're all doing good. A couple of things I wanted to holler at. I'm going to go open the chat first, and I'm going to say what's up to you. And am I going to go all the way back to the beginning? Fuck yeah, of course I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. Moximizer? Did I get that right? I probably fucked that up. Get on. I'm on. Quit demanding shit. Graham Whitting. Hammerhand. What's up, man? Imagine Perfection. My first time live. Glad to see you, brother. Sir Yeetus Yeet. Hey, man, y'all been keeping up with what's going on with the Undead Chronic and the War Band and all you War Band adjacent out there? Yeah, man, you know. I've had 4, 5, 6 people come at me trying to drive a wedge between myself, Undead Chronic, the War Band. Talking about, hey, how could you possibly support somebody like this? He's got a female in the server. So fucking what? Is that your business? You don't want to be in the server? Get the fuck out of the server. Why do you got to nuke it? What you did was you fucked it up for 4,000 guys that had a place to go. That's what you did. Are you proud of yourselves? Pat yourselves on the back. You definitely ain't a MGTOW. You ain't no MGTOW. You ain't no Sigma. You're a bitch-made motherfucker is what you are. And all of the people that followed in there after you, that's what you are. Chronic never said he was MGTOW, never said he was Red Pill. As a matter of fact, he's going out of his way to say, no, that's not me. I do my thing. I'm a weightlifting bong smoker, and I smash fucking chicks. That's what I do. That's what he says. I ain't got no problem with that. Why would I? He's a man going his own way. Disabusing himself of usury, of fuckery, of bullshit. And I've told you and told you and told you, what are you going to have to deal with out there? More than any bitch, more than any pack of ravening fucking wenches, you're going to have to deal with the men that want that acceptance, that crave the acceptance that those hoes can bring to them. Very sick and dysfunctional relationship. But that's what you get when you got single mother homes to the tune of 75, 80%. Completely obliterated the black community. The Hispanic community is on the rocks, and whites are feeling it to the tune of, what, 63% now? There you go, bitches. You've been doing it for 50 fucking years. It's all good, though, right? My body, my choice. Young Bruta 2. What you testing, Hammer? I'm going to be testing the patience of YouTube. I'm going to be testing the limits of motherfuckers that are listening to this stream right now today. Like I said, if it's one person or 100,000 persons, it doesn't make a difference to me. If one person gets the message and stops doing the stupid shit that they're doing, then it's all good. I just put something up in my community chat. 21 Studios posted a deal with this Michael Foster, this pastor, this gyno cuck that seems to think that the only way to a man's salvation is using him, and that he has a particular role. He has a predetermined destiny. Gonna go take charge of your household, boy. You better get your bitch in line until she calls the police. Have the laws changed? No. Have they been amended? No. Have hoes changed? No. They're worse than they've ever been. That's just the way it is, fellas. That's the way it is. That's the way that life is right now. Sir Yeetus, hopefully you can stop by for Friday's stream I'm having. I hope that I can. I spoke with Chronic a little bit earlier about that. Supposed to be a big stream too. So I don't know if he's put it out there yet, so I'm not going to ruin it. It's supposed to be a big stream. So if I can, I will. I cannot promise anything straight away. I'm pretty sure that I'll be available Friday. So that's going to be a pleasure for me. Gentlemen, get your mugs ready and get a pizza or something, because it's going to be a long one. Chris Vanakin, I ain't seen you for a while, Chris. How you doing? Great. I'm not going to sleep now. Worth it, though. No, man, go get your sleep, bro. Go get your sleep, man. You can watch this later. You ain't gotta stay tuned in for this shit. All I'm going to do is talk about suckers. I'm going to talk about brave men. I'm going to talk about what happens when you push men too far. The whole motherfucker come to a screeching halt, didn't it? Remember a couple of years ago when about 40 subway workers in Australia, Sidney MGTOW was talking about it, called out. They said, nah, fuck it. We ain't gonna. And the whole rail came to a halt. It threw them into chaos. You got 50,000 truckers out there now. Gridlocking Alberta, Toronto. And Justin fucking Bieber is hiding in his little cave somewhere. Just so happens that the day that everybody started to come to a screeching halt, he got COVID. That was amazing, wasn't it? What good fucking timing. MGTOW life. We don't hate society. We don't hate women. We understand it. Well, we understand them, I guess. Yeah. And I'm telling you what, right now, for me personally, my tolerances for trying to understand these motherfucks is disappearing. It's disappearing. I've always been the kind of person that wants to extend the olive branch. I've always been the kind of person that wants to say, hey, yo, man, let's see if we can work this out. We're better together, but they don't want that. They don't know what the fuck they want. So it is what it is, man. Izari, 777, for what it's worth, Hammerhand. Thank you. Well, thank you. And it's worth everything. It's worth everything to have somebody say that. I don't need it, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the shit out of it, man. I really do. Zakuth, the Silver Wolf. Greetings, Brutus. What's up, man? Dog, it's time. The old man's wisdom. Therapy session, life lessons. Salute, Brother Hamill. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Cubing speed. When there's hammer talk, I listen to the echo, knock on wood. I just knock on my thick ass head. How about that? Samson, so glad to have such fine gentlemen around. That's absolutely right, brother. Absolutely right. Roderick Sage, ain't seen you for a minute, Roderick. How you doing, brother? Even if they drop the mandates, humanity is fucked. The supported abortion they supported abortion to the letter, promoted the vax to stain our DNA. And if they were trying to stop someone from being born, as if they were trying to stop someone from being born. Well, they've stopped a lot of people from being born, haven't they? Yeah. They've stopped a lot of folks from being born. Gents, I'm going to go to the bottom of this chat here real quick. Yeah, I'm going to pop back up a little bit, and I'm going to see what's going on. And Forgive me if I missed your comment there. Nothing personal. Please don't take it as such. One fast Dak. Master Wrench, how you doing, homeboy? Trudeau does not have the coof. He's full of it. He's full of shit. Everybody knows he's full of shit. The ex-drama teacher, as Black Pigeon Speaks would say, the former drama teacher, Riggs Jr. Turdo is faking it because he got a bleeding axe wound. Yeah, I know he does. I know he does. You look real close. There's a pussy sitting there. That's a gynocentric motherfucker. Probably got himself a little beanie weenie. And, you know, I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't. I'm going to take that back. The man is just gynocentric as fuck, is what he is. He's gynocentric as fuck. He's ruled by the vagina. He's ruled by leftist ideology. And it's going to be shocking to me when Canadians reelect him. And they will. They will. Everybody's looking at 2024 here right now. And, oh, man, it's going to be Trump, or it's going to be DeSantis, or no, it's going to be somebody. Blah, blah, blah. How could they possibly put Biden in? They put Biden in to begin with, didn't they? Let's just assume that the votes were legitimate, that they were real. That motherfucker's in there, ain't he? Old Uncle Cracker sitting up there at the microphone. He don't know what planet he's on. What? What time is it? You're at a press conference. Oh! Where are we? You're at the White House, God damn it. I love God. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that cackling asshole vice president of his, too. Bitch fucked her way into the White House. Just happened to have the right skin tone and got picked to take the fucking Veep job. Ain't that a bitch? Chris Mitchell, our glorious supreme leader, Justin Trudeau, is above us and our problems. Of course he is, homeboy. He has mandates. He has sanctions. He has the ability to end your life. They all do. That's part of the problem. There's too much of that going on. And I really see this spasm that's been going on in culture over the last 30 or 40 years. And it's really hotted up over the last 6 or 7. Good 2010, 2012-ish. I really see that as a huge convulsion. The culture is changing. Where it goes, I don't know. But it is changing. M. Bear, XY Crew Men, helping men. That's right, sir. That's right. The fucking hoes put that hashtag KAM. What does that stand for? Kill all men? I put the hashtag KAM. Kindness amongst men. Fuck them bitches. Let them die. Matt Zim, you can only present an olive branch from a position of strength. Otherwise, it's a sign of mewling, weakling, asking for peace because he has no other choice. I can partially agree with that. I never extend an olive branch because I feel like I'm being defeated. I extend the olive branch to try to bring people in line with common sense. But first, you have to know what common sense is. And the fucked up part is that if you put 100 people in a room, there's going to be 100 versions of common sense. And that's on purpose. That's intentional. The devastating effects of lower education and higher education being controlled by state mandates, by Marxist professors, by commies, outright and open communists. That's the effect that it's had on us. All over the world, I should say. It's not just one place. Strange, beautiful music. The Silent Holocaust. Yeah, man. Yeah, the Silent Holocaust. Speaking of Holocaust, anybody else see Whoopi Goldberg got her ass suspended for 2 weeks because she made one of the most blatant racist statements that you could possibly fucking make on national television on that dumpster fire of a show, The View? Yeah. Now, if that had been somebody that wasn't a far leftist, they would have been fired. If they had even hinted for that motherfucker, like the way that she did, you should have heard it. You can go look it up. It's all over the place. I don't know. She's a long fucking way from Guinan and Star Trek. A long fucking way. And she looks like she put on about 500 pounds too. Bitch, get your shit in check. I mean, God. Polska Bob, I'll pass on his location to Discord. Uh-oh. I jumped into some shit right there. Okie Drummer Guy, 89. Fuck him. Don't take shit back. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You know, I don't typically like to jump on people, whether I agree with them or not, and start fucking around with their manly parts. You know, I try to stay above that. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it kind of comes out. Santa Claus, she's so used to being able to say anything about anyone, but she crossed the fucking no-no line. Yeah, she didn't just cross the fucking line. She pole vaulted over the line. It's a strong-ass pole. She's a fucking piece of dog shit. I said that in a comment earlier about her where somebody was talking about, don't you think that the 2 weeks is a little bit strong? No, the bitch should have got 2 years. Roseanne Barr lost her whole fucking career. Right? Tim Allen got dumped. Pat Sajak still gets dumped on. Scott Baio gets dumped on. Look at all the fucking conservatives that are out in the open now that ain't got no fucking work. And the thing is that they're infinitely talented. Dean Cain. It's crazy fucking shit, man. That's why I say don't wait around for these people to come to their senses, because they're not coming to their senses. They think that you're the one with the fucking problem. They ain't waking up. They're waiting on you. It's going to be a long fucking wait. Excuse me. J. Richard Moore, think of the name Guinan. Yeah. Gynocentric. Yeah. Just, I think that's a happy little coincidence there. Chris Mitchell, that shit from Woe-P was crazy. Fuck yeah, it was. Infinity Serpent. The globe is about 1 foot into civil war. It's been a cold conflict for a bit, but the trucker honking is the last chance at a peaceful resolution. I agree with you. They said that all the cops out there were trying to get tow companies to come out and they were going to start arresting the drivers. You going to arrest 10,000 fucking drivers? You're going to tow 700, 800 trucks? No, I don't think so. And I think the second that you try to do that, you have just bought yourself an asshole load of trouble. Well, we're the cops. Well, only because we accept you as that. That goes away pretty fucking fast. Pretty fast. We got problems all through culture, problems all through society. And you might be sitting there wondering to yourself while you're tuned into this, 183 of you strong. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I can't see my Fonzies right now, but that's all right. I'll get to it. 183 of you. You might be wondering what in the hell I'm talking about this for. Well, MGTOW is not one-dimensional. It's never been one-dimensional. You pull the scabs off of your eyes and you start to see it's not just about your immediate vicinity. It's not just about you being used, you being offered up to the fucking gods of ecumenical sacrifice. It's not that, not just that. You start to see the entire fucking planet for what it is. 7.8 million shaved fucking apes just running around bouncing into one another. Disgusting. MGTOW Live. You're the man, Hammer. Well, I am a man. I don't know about the man, but thank you very much. Polar Bear Predator. You can't trust any cops, period. KGB working for the paycheck. Not for you. Doom on you. Fucking blue scum cops. Look, I would suggest to anybody out there that had the forward delusion that you were going to jump in there and change the whole fucking world. You're going to get Serpa code. They ain't in there to change the world, folks. And if that's your idea, you better get out. Police are in there to protect the law. Protect and serve does not mean protect and serve you. It means protect and serve the people that put law in place. Plain and simple. They are your immediate friendly neighborhood overseers. That's what they are. Some folks will disagree with that. Some of you know police officers. Some of you have them as family members. And I sympathize with you. My position on the police changed drastically a couple of summers ago. They ain't out there to uphold no fucking law. They get marching orders. If they are told to sit there and watch motherfuckers get murdered, which is exactly what they did, all over the place, all over this country, they stand there and they watch cities burn to the ground. So don't tell me ever again about how they're out there for the public, because fuck you once that comes out of your mouth. They got problems and they need to figure that out. Cubing speed. Nowhere MSM reporting on those truckers. Well, they're trying really hard not to report on the truckers, but it's so prominent on alt media that they're covering it. They're covering it. It's seeping through now. Pulse Kebab, the truckers' response to the "how long are you going to stay in Ottawa?" 14 days to flatten the curve. That's fantastic. They said even without the $6 million, the $5 or $6 million that GoFundMe stole from all of those people that donated and never gave to the fucking truckers so that they could disperse it among themselves. All of these truckers have a basic consensus that they can sit there for 6 fucking months and not turn a key. It's a waiting game now. They're going to have to wait Trudeau out, or Trudeau's going to have to wait them out. Remember what I told you about that long winter? It gets real long when you walk into a department store and there's nothing on the fucking shelves because you're trying to forcibly inject poison into people that deliver your food, that deliver your gas, that deliver your lumber, your fucking tires, your air, your water, your eggs, everything. And you think you're going to turn around and punk those motherfuckers like that? That ain't happening. I could not be prouder of them. Big ups. Canadian style. I can't wait till it comes here. Nate Dogg, looks like I'm going to be up for a bit now. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I ain't going to take it too long. I'll probably put in an hour and then hit the fucking showers and then go to bed. I got to go take me some paperwork tomorrow and get ready to start doing some flatbed work. Coiled Steel, Better Bachelor said today that tow truck drivers refuse to tow Canadian truck protesters, and cops can't tow them. The cops can't do fucking shit unless they know how to drive trucks. Even if that motherfucker is an automatic, good luck if you've never driven one before. They'll stuff it in a fence somewhere. And I'm happy about them tow truck drivers out there. Good for them. Good for them. Band together and kick these scumbag motherfuckers out of your places of power. It is clear that you cannot trust them. They are untrustworthy. They are snakes in the fucking grass. And they've been there for a long time. And you people have yourselves to blame. Just like we here in America, we have ourselves to blame for our political situation. Everybody wanted to sit back on their fucking thumbs. Nobody wanted that responsibility. Nobody wanted that. Everybody wanted to make 14 million fake fucking jobs so bitches could get taxed too, and then try to step them on top of us. No. That's a big no. Santa Claus, the tweets and Reddit threads coming out of Ottawa are priceless. I've seen some of them. I don't go to Reddit. Fuck Reddit. But I've seen some of them, other people covering them. Todd Marble, I got knocked out of the chat for a moment. I'm sorry, bro. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. Don't be banning people now, unless they're being a fuckhole and being obnoxious, or it's a bot or something. That's my mods. My mods are great. They're great. But I know sometimes when somebody shows up and they start showing their ass a little bit, the mods get trigger happy. Scared Smoke. Fuck these commie leftoids. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. I'm telling you what, this time around, it's not going to be 20 million Ukrainians burning. It's going to be 20 million leftists. That's what it's going to be. I think we've had our fucking fill of the great experiment. I think that's over. That's over. James Delk, 22 million Germans by Russians after Versailles. After disarmament, we're a lot more and worse than what happened to the phonies. Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers aren't right. J. Richard Moore, the least I could do was donate, but go fuck me is withholding the funds. Yes, I know they are. I know they are. I thought it was too good to be true after what they did to Kyle Rittenhouse. See what I'm saying? Because the government is telling them that it's usurpers, right? That they're terrorists. That motherfucker should get shot in the face for uttering that. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm playing? Fuck this channel. If YouTube wants to ban it, ban it. Ban it, motherfucker. Give me a strike. I don't give a goddamn. Fucking terrorists. Because you won't bend over and take it in the ass. Wait till they start to get turned on about what taxation really is. Oh, it's going to be fucking fun when that one starts to kick off. Ha! Enclave hardened. Can't trust those in power, maybe especially when they're taking everything from us. You would figure that folks would have wised up long before now. But it's taken this type of fucking stupidity, this kind of bullshit, to get people to wake up just a little bit. They ain't showing you the protests that are kicking off all over the world. They're everywhere. And your mainstream media is complicit. And when I say those motherfuckers in suits sitting in your Congress and your Senate should be drug out on the front steps and executed, I mean every motherfucker holding a mic on a television screen should get it too. Because they're playing games with your lives. And they're not going to understand that it's this serious. They're not going to understand that until their fucking head is falling off their shoulders. They ain't going to understand it. Frankly, my dear, got in a fight with a blue-pilled bully. I whooped his ass and the law came down on me. No charges, thank goodness. I'm glad that you didn't get no charges, man. But every once in a while, you got to go and clear the blue pill out of your system. You know, it's like taking a nice dump. Sometimes you just got to bust an ass. Tex Bolivar would love to see American truckers do the same. I'm prepped for a year's worth of holdout. I have at my disposal right now, while we're on the subject, at least a year. I can hold out at least a year. That's, well, I'm not going to go into specifics, but at least a year. And the only reason that it hasn't come here in force is because we have the ability to stuff a rifle up their asses and pull the trigger. That's what happens when you give up your guns, when you give up your ability to protect yourself. That motherfucking government will eventually come around to the idea, hey, man, they ain't got no guns, do they? Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be easy. That's what they do. Troy the man. Oh, man. I ain't seen you for a minute, Troy. What's up? Anyways, my phone is dying. Switching to TV. John Smith. Mainstream media is our enemy. You better fucking believe it. You better believe it. Strange, beautiful music. Hammer. 50K truckers. Yes, sir. That's fucking amazing, isn't it? That's amazing. I'm so proud of those guys. So proud of those guys. I know that it's a hardship and that they're risking a lot, but they're being put under the fucking gun. It would be no different for me. I would do it in a heartbeat. I would take on that hardship in a fucking moment. The second that my livelihood comes to me and says, yeah, it's going to be that way all over the country, blah, 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 I won't have a choice. then I'm going to have to stick it straight up your fucking ass sideways. That's what I'm going to have to do. And that's because you, the authoritarian, put me in that position. So fuck a bitch. Fuck all of them. Just don't touch them. Trini MGTOW, South America has been kept unstable by multiple parties, though they are one and the same. I agree with you. You get used a lot too. Look at Africa. Africa's the breadbasket of the world for the most part. It should be anyways. The fucking Chi-Coms are taking over Africa, taking over Australia. 25 million people only in Australia. 25 million. That's it. Look at all that land. They would gladly sell their fucking souls for some money now and fuck your future 100 years down the road. I'm Big Boss, not Sean Connery. At Hammerhand, the truth speaks is the truth to my ears. They all deserve to die. They're getting close. They're getting close. Some motherfuckers. They're getting close. Imagine perfection. Luckily, I'm on Telegram channel that shows all the protests. Yeah, I don't fuck with Telegram. It's just not loaded enough for me. It's really not. One fast act, decode media equals Midaya. Yeah. I suppose. I don't read too much into stuff like that. But this is your 4th, 5th, and 6th columns. And they play the fucking public like a fiddle. They sure as fuck do. They play you like a fiddle. Man, they juking you. Boys, they breaking your fucking ankles. And folks just pick themselves up and they're like, it's okay, man. Oh, you got me the okie doke this time. Yeah. 2,000 saved love balloons. What an interesting name. We need to bring those Canadians some long-range hole punchers. Yeah, man. Yeah, it would be nice, but good luck getting them across the border. Matt Downer, what up, Hammerhand? Trucker strong, my true words of wisdom. JD, Hammer, what are your thoughts on this statement? Only in a world with weak men is this type of tyranny possible. It's proved itself to be true. I mean, look at the motherfuckers that are out there voting for this kind of shit. The fucking purple hair, blue hair, no hair, 16 pounds of fucking metal hanging out of their face. They can't manage to pull their fucking pants up over their ass cheeks. Fucking jack off motherfuckers. I'd like to throw them all in a fucking pit and set them on fire. Tired of being nice about it. And I think there's a lot of people that are tired of being nice about it. I'm tired of overlooking your fuckery. Tired of all the half passes that motherfuckers like 21 Studios get. You go to my community tab and you look at the last couple of posts that I put up, especially that Michael Foster motherfucker, and I screenshotted my comment. People are telling me my comment's already gone. I went back and checked it. I can see it. But I've had more than one person tell me that my comment's already gone. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being shielded from seeing that it's gone. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Stuck on 24,900 subs for 5 fucking months. Because you know what's up. Just like I know what's up. You know what the deal is. They don't want to show nobody that I've got 100, 200, 300,000 subs. They don't want to show that. I don't toe the line. And that's why I'm suspicious of people that promote Red Pill or talk about MGTOW and they've got 100, 200, 300,000 subs. I'm not saying that they didn't earn it. I'm just saying it makes me a little suspicious. Polar Bear Predator. Hammer is the general for a reason. I don't know about all that. Like I say, man, every time something like that comes up, and I don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. I'm just some fucking guy. Just some guy that got tired of getting kicked. Oh, what? You don't like Snow White being fucking black as goddamn coffee beans? You must be a fucking bigot. You must be a racist. That's happening now. Oh, you got a problem with Superman being a fucking a fag, being gay? Oh, man, you must be a homophobe. You got a problem with Kamala Khan and Miss... I don't even know who the fuck that is. Well, you must be a bigot if you don't know who that is, bitch. I'm tired of people saying this fucking shit to me because I know who I am. You know who you are. I'm tired of fucking degeneracy and filth being pushed down my goddamn throat. And every time I try to fucking choke it up, somebody wants to tell me that I'm an ism or a fucking phobe because I didn't eat a second serving. Can I have some more? Thank you, ma'am. You heard? The new fucking Superman. There it is right there in the comments. Jawar D. King, author of 7 books. The new fucking Superman. There'll be a black Superman. And when you find out what the real reasons for the fucking shit are, it's even more insulting. Because they don't want to pay the creators. They don't want to pay the heirs of those properties. So they retire that shit out so that they can keep all the goddamn profits. And you know why they're keeping all the goddamn profits? Because they ain't making no fucking money. Because comic books are in the fucking toilet. Manga's kicking their fucking ass, playing soccer with their nutsacks. I've got me a deep-ass collection of manga and anime. I've been collecting since 1986. I already knew that shit was going to take over the world. I said as soon as the people over here in this country slip, manga is going to be on them. I got laughed at for saying that. I said, all right. It didn't take that long. You could see the signs before the aughts came up, before the 2000s came up, that it was headed that way. Bobby Johnson at Hammerhand. Yo, that Crane Hermit video was whack. Love you, fam. Oh, yeah, that's something else I want to talk about. That motherfucker was sitting there talking about how Chronic was this, that, and the other. And that he preached a philosophy that was contrary to the manosphere. And so what? So what? He does not claim the manosphere. He does not claim MGTOW. He does not claim Red Pill. He has said that over and fucking over and over again. So what? You put up a fucking video, a stupid ass video with a bunch of random miscellaneous clips talking all over because I can't even tell my real voice and blah, blah. Fuck you, man. Is that what you got to do with your time? That's all you have to do is sit around and fucking jack 4,000 dudes out of a server? Good job, homie. Pat yourself on the back. You did an incredible job. Like I said before, these motherfuckers proved me right. They proved me right. No bitch will fight you as hard as a gynocentric man. Sacred Smoke Chronic is just an asshole alpha that speaks the truth. I think he would agree with you. I would agree with you. And I think that he would agree with you. Excuse me. Didn't mean to cough into the mic. Real talk, Crane Hermit did expose the simping going on in the server. He had a little truth, but his insult on Chronic and Yeetus were bullshit. Look, you're going to get some type of simping everywhere you go. Do you really expect that man to sit there with a couple of mods and go through 4,000 fucking people's shit? Do you really expect that? I don't expect that. How fucking dumb is that? That's so stupid. It's so stupid to expect a person to do that, especially when the man is in the middle of promoting himself to a higher station in life via his work, right? And going to the gym, right? And crushing them college thotties, right? It's just what he does. And it ain't up to me to tell him what to do. That's why we do not recruit. Remember week or so ago when I showed you those graphs, the information graphs on MGTOW and then all of the other related acronyms and the yada yadas out there, the X's, Y's, and Z's, why MGTOW was spiking the fuck out of them and where they were at, they were nowhere. The MGTOW has some honor. It has some honor to it. There are fucking fakes, frauds, charlatans, grifters. They're all over the place, but they get rooted out fast, very fast. We have a core of people in this philosophy that keeps this motherfucker tight. And everybody looks out for it, for the most part, if you're interested in it. If that's what you want to be, everybody's interested in keeping it clean and keeping it tight. And these people that are fuckholes don't gain any traction and they get froze out. The philosophy gets gatekept for a reason. Anything decent, anything that you love and value should be gatekept. You drop your fucking pants again, you might not get to pick them back up. That's just the way that life is now. And I don't think that you're going to be able to get away from that for a long, long time. Well after we're dead. Solitaire. Who the hell thought UC was a MGTOW? I don't know. Just these motherfuckers that were running their mouths. There's a video out there now. I think, do me a favor. I'm gonna mute this real quick, and I'm gonna go find it, and I'm gonna link it. All right, I guess I'm not. Somebody can find it. Polar Bear Predator. A John from Bullshit Simp Set. Your gay porn video of you getting ran through by 4 Nogs is on Pirate Bay. Man, I hope that's a joke. I hope that's a joke. But guess what? It wouldn't surprise me. Jason Vicdade. I also follow the wisdom of the Bruda. Odin is my god. Buddha is the wise in his ways, not always must we not harm, speaking the truth. Man, this typing. I'm not saying that you're bad typing. I'm saying sometimes shit gets left out as soon as you hit send. Speaking the truth to the blind will make them see. Maybe. You see how thoroughly indoctrinated people are. I remember a year or so ago when folks like Vincent James, and no shade at Vincent, the Red Elephants, even a couple of shits from Red Ice, they were sitting there talking about how Gen Z was coming. They were the most conservative generation ever, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You better go look at TikTok, Insta, Snapchat. You better look at all of them. Hinge, Omegle. You better look at all of them. Gen Z's in the fucking toilet, homie. They're done already. They ain't even started life in their shit sandwich. Oh, boy. Fan I am. Hammer, if you want a break and have some positive vibes, I highly recommend watching The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime, D&D animated. I'll give it some thought, brother. I'll give it some thought. Thank you. JC1701, love anime and manga. Let American comics bankrupt themselves. Then one of us, like Young Ripper, can pick them up for pennies. I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. A lot of people come at Ethan EVS, Ethan Van Sciver. A lot of folks come at him and they say, yo, man, if you could, if they go bankrupt and you could pick them up, why would he want to do that? Why would you want to do that? You see, I think that's a big part of the problem with folks out here, man, is that they're still thinking that this stuff that is being subverted is worth saving. Now, the back issues, I'll agree with going to get the back issues. I have 3 long boxes sitting here. You know what I'm saying? I agree with going to get the back issues of the things that you like. I agree with that. But once this shit starts to go woke and all of this political fucking nonsense bleeds into it, for me, it's over. It's over. It's over. Simply because in real life, let's say in real life, if this was happening, I wouldn't be following those people. I don't follow motherfuckers from Hollywood. I don't follow motherfuckers from the music industry. I don't follow hardly anybody on YouTube. Because as soon as they get a taste, they flip the fuck out, like Jeremy Hambley in The Quartering. Did anybody see that motherfucking nightmare? Did anybody see that disaster? That was unfucking real. Now everybody's kumbaya and they're shaking hands and they're making up and blah, 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 blah. There was a point in time where I actually used to like Hambley. The shilling just got too much for me. You think Undead Chronic is a fucking shill? You can't imagine the shilling that goes on with Hambley. It's constant. It's nonstop. You know, and to each their own. And good on him for getting his hustle on. Great job. Great job. I just can't stomach that shit. If I wanted to see that, I'd turn the TV on and I'd watch Tide commercials. I don't want to see that. That's why I went to YouTube to begin with. That's why I stopped watching television. Because I fucking hate that shit. I can't stand it. Is R-Post in the house? Hey, my man, what's going on? Black Pill on steroids. How you doing, sir? It is good to see you. Haven't seen you for a minute. MGTOW Cowboy, everybody, former MGTOW OG Howard Dare has reemerged. Please subscribe to him. Polska, can you post a link? If you feel comfortable posting that link, Polska, by all means, go on ahead. I hope that everything is cool, man. He came back for a little bit, a year ago, I guess. A little bit longer than that, maybe. Couple of videos, fucking gone. Out, just gone. So I don't know what happened. Coiled Steel, as Trump was supposed to have said, anything that goes woke goes to shit. That's what he said. I watched him say that on one of those deals there. Yeah, he said it. He said it. Pete O'Hara, Chronic called it on the quartering. We all did. We all did. He also said that Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers was a fucking cuck. You know, and I don't know if I'd go quite that far. He's a little on the annoying side. You know, it just seems like these folks, all of them get stuck somewhere. I suppose you could say it's no different for us. This is what's important to us. So this is kind of where we focus our efforts. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Sacred Smoke. What is Sticks then? He's young as fuck. I walked into a conversation there. I don't know what I'm talking about there. Riff Magos, Master Wrench. LOL. Howard Dare, the guy who acted like the Emperor Palpatine of MGTOW? No thanks. Talk to him. Talk to him, Frost. And that fucking idiot sitting right next to that stupid fang-faced lesbian, right? Sitting right next to her, knowing that he had done everything that she was trying to call out. And then they exposed him and tore his fucking clothes off of him too. Fucking scumbags. JD Miles, can I post a link to my backup channel? Yes, you can, JD. Anybody that's in this chat, if you want to post a link, that's cool. Don't spam the chat, though. If you want to post a link, it's all good. Post a link. Andy MGTOW, Howard and Chris had a great stream tonight. Cool. Maybe I'll get over there and check it out. Roderick Sage, B-Post 1 in the UK. Yeah, that's another thing that we got to kind of mention. Boris Johnson ended all of the mandates. And you know that there are people that are behind the scenes that are trying to sue him to reverse that. Because they're doing the same thing here. Once you give these pieces of dog shit this kind of power, they will not give it back to you unless you force them to give it back to you. And you shouldn't have given it to them to begin with. The second anybody says mandate, 20 million motherfuckers should be in the streets. And that's the way that you have to handle these things from now on, going forward. No mandate, no compulsory injections. There was no Charlie 19 like what they were saying. The actual coronavirus, yes. What they were saying was bullshit. And it's been proven that by the CDC. I don't like the CDC and I don't believe the CDC. And they've contradicted themselves multiple times, but their current standing is that it was bullshit. That they didn't actually know what the fuck they were doing. None of them. Anthony Fauci should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity. Scumbag motherfucker. That's a new thing for him, right? Nope. Sure as fuck ain't. Because he did the same thing back when the AIDS epidemic started. J. Richard Moore. I don't normally plug anything produced by today's entertainers, but I wholeheartedly recommend you all check out the series 1883 on Paramount. You will appreciate what being a real fucking man is. We're all real men. We're all real men. That's one thing that we've got to get away from. When you see somebody out there that you see is falling short, it's because they were engineered that way. They were made that way by their single fucking mother. They were made that way by a school system that beats them into a shape and then pours them out 12 years down the road. There ain't too many of those quote unquote real men walking around anywhere. And I ain't throwing shade at you for your comment, brother. Don't take it that way. Post Kebab. Damn, Genie, YouTube unsubbed me from you. What a shock. What a shock that is. You know, they got about 800 of them sensors running through my shit unsubbing motherfuckers every day. Every day. 24,900 subs for like 4 fucking months. Yas. Hammer, I apologize about my self-loathing comment. Thank you for calling me out on it. I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out. I ain't trying to bust your ass. I'm not trying to put you on blast. I'm trying to tell you that we are all real men. Good ones, bad ones, tall ones, thin ones, fat ones, short ones. We're all real men. Every one of us deserve that basic respect. You goddamn sure ain't going to get it from the majority. So when you see a brother out there and the brother is struggling, at the very least, try not to chop him down. MGTOW Live. MGTOW is the great disconnection towards women who try to use men, not to mention society. It's the great disconnect between a self-aware man or a man that is becoming self-aware, that has questions, that's curious, and everyone else. That's what that is. AC3R, wouldn't be surprised if Anthony ends up in a ditch with a knife in the back. I wouldn't be surprised either. Of course, I don't think it's going to be as bad as what they did to Seth Rich. Because you know Seth Rich was flat out assassinated. That wasn't no random shit. You know how them fucking alphabet letter agencies do business. They throw $50 on a crack fiend and say, yeah, go on over there and, stick a shank in that motherfucker. And then they kill him. You know how it's done. Mentor, Tim Pool is a fence sitter. Tim Pool is a fucking waffler with a beanie. He runs cover for people that lie their asses off about who they are, that misrepresent themselves and their brand. That's what Tim Pool is. Tim Pool had an opportunity to put a stop to that Jack Murphy bullshit, and all he did was try to ignore it, brush it under the fucking rug, steal super chats, not read the fucking super chats. It's all good. That's why I don't watch Tim Pool. Fuck Tim Pool. Alucard 1776. I malfunctioned. What is why people considered me crazy, but I don't mind it. Well, as long as you're good with yourself. I know a couple of folks that got some fucking screws loose. A little bit of that brick mortar shaking out. It's okay. They're just doing their thing. Riff Magos, they're practically begging men to re-engage in dating apps. LOL. Hold on one second. Me. Fuck them dating apps. And fuck them bitches. Don't touch them, no. No cohabitation, no marriage, and no kids. And guess what? That's working. Now, I'm not going to say that we're 100% responsible for it. I think that the average person out there that understands protection, that has just a modicum of self-awareness, that has some fucking self-respect, I'm sure that they can see it too. I have no doubt in my mind that they can see it. Who the fuck is going to walk down the aisle in this day and age? Who's even going to become long-term invested in somebody? Nobody, man. Nobody. And I'm happy as fuck to see it happening. I hope it gets worse. I hope it's a motherfucking thought apocalypse. That's what I hope. Fuck them. J. Richard Moore, no shade felt. I hear you, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, man. Riggs Jr. Magos, good. Let them die on the vine. Mentor, do your best to avoid dating apps, men. Get your passport. Look, the passport thing is a very, very temporary fix. Now, if you're talking about going to Mexico or Southeast Asia or the Philippines, if you're talking about going to any of these countries where the dollar to current whatever is staggeringly in your favor, okay, I'm on board for that. If you want to go to another country and stretch your modest retirement out from here and turn it into a fucking mountain of money there, hey, I can't disagree with you on that one. That's a fantastic idea. But if you're talking about going to an Eastern country or a non-Westernized country, non-Easternized for that matter, because you think you're going to find some woman out there to satisfy your every dream, the chances of that happening are astronomically low. Everybody knows if you're tall, white, if you're an American black, a Western black going into a country like that, you've got a bullseye on you. They know who the fuck you are. They live in poverty. Plain and simple. And they want you. They don't give a fuck if you's a walking tree trunk. They'll put up with you for a little bit. They'll let you slop it around on them for a little bit. And then they will start pushing you for a visa to come here. And as soon as you say no, they're going to be on to the next one. And they're going to take money from you too. People don't understand how gynocentric these societies are. You start fucking around with one of those bitches over there, unless she's a prostitute or something, you're going to be in trouble. Because they're going to come to you and try to get money. And it's not just as easy as saying no. Now, if you're in a tourist trap like Pattaya, maybe. Maybe it's as simple as saying no. Because there's another one right 2 fucking steps to the right, left, front, back, center. So it ain't no big deal. You catch a village girl and you sleep with her and you try to do that shit, somebody's going to come and get you. Stop thinking about going over fucking seas to satisfy your biological urge. Start to control your biological urge. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself what the fuck's going on. This is a worldwide problem. The female species has been poisoned decades ago. And they poisoned the well with men decades ago. Been a long time. Mandalore the MGTOW. Real war is coming, I believe. The forced vax is killing labor. People, government needs a mass response to galvanize the economy, plus Biden's low approval. War always fixes both to the elite. Well, that's why they're trying to start a war between Russia and the Ukraine. That's why they're trying to do that. Putin's doing everything in his power to stop that from happening. Not our politicians. They're not doing that. I think everybody knows that, though. Bayushi Gemma Hammer. give the classified G.I. Joe a chance. I didn't like it at first, but it's gotten so good now. Very nostalgic to the 80s line. I've been thinking about it, man. I've been thinking about it. What I didn't want to do was jump into another line of stuff because, to be frank, uh, my walls are loaded. They really are. I don't have many spots to put much of anything else. I'm gonna have to start migrating shit out to the living room, which ain't no big deal, but still, I got my one spot here and I'm good. I'm good. Jason Vicdade, I've been unsubbed. I make sure that I still ain't. Well, you're the second person in here that said that. It is what it is, man. A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. MGTOW Live. Well, men are stupid and do think like that. Yeah, they do. I don't want to run up on them and call them fucking stupid. I remember exactly what it was like for me. I remember what it felt like when I first started to discover what was going on. Did I feel dumb? Yeah, I felt dumb. Did I feel fucking hurt and horrified? Did I feel like a whole section of my life was dying? Yes, I felt that way because I didn't believe that the whole other half of humanity could be so fucking cold and heartless and cruel. And then when I started to do some digging and looking and some research, and I finally stumbled across MGTOW, guess what I found out? They're not. They're not cold and merciless and cruel. You're emotional and weak, and you were made that way. They're just doing what they do. And that's a hard motherfucking pill to swallow. It's not all your fault, but if you continue to be emotional, you continue to react emotionally, you continue to chase your tail, that becomes your fault. And you can't be that way. You must develop morals, ethics, values, and principles. In conjunction with controlling your biology, you will set a foundation for yourself that no motherfucker can rock you off of. In the face of death, nobody can move you. And I think that we're starting to see that. I really do. Turfelschund 2171. The ones who sign for it and support it should have to go fight for it. I agree. You want immigrants to come to the fucking country? Open your goddamn doors. You better get your guest room ready. Some of a bitch. Craig Furness, be right back. I got to drive. You do your thing, sir. Be safe. Joss, even Mormon girls are whores now. Everybody is, man. Everybody is. This shit has spread everywhere. Everywhere. It's an incredibly successful campaign. Incredibly successful. It has ruined the population of this planet. Just fucking ruined them. They've got a lot to smile about. They have destroyed the nuclear family for all intents and purposes. They have politicized every facet of life for all intents and purposes. They have made blacks hate whites, whites hate blacks, Asians hate everybody. It's very successful. But they also know their target audience. They've infiltrated everything. And I said way back when this first started, the second that I knew Trump was going to get elected, I said, you think it's over? It's not over. It's not over. It just started. And it won't end with a second term with him. It won't end if he could have 5 fucking terms. That won't finish it off. He'd have to jump out there and say, yep, anybody that demonstrates leftist ideology or feminist dogma will be arrested and put to death. That's how it would have to go. And you have to get the population, the majority of the population behind you. And even then, you'd be climbing Mount fucking Everest with no legs to try to make it happen. Women jump for joy, cry in the streets to kill their kids. They gladly volunteer their little boys to be put on dope because they don't act like little girls. tranny population is exploding because it's easier to control a transitioning little boy than it is to control a transitioning little man. I'll pass. Pete O'Hara, I was unsubbed as well. The amount of people who said this tonight, that's another one. I told you. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Gentlemen, I can go to my graph right now in my YouTube studio, and I can show you 110,000 subs. That's the last sub count. What are they showing you on my page? 24,900, right? Don't piss up my leg and tell me it's raining. I know what time it is. Zark, nothing ever ends without a conflict. This is a complicated conflict. There's no easy solution. You ain't shitting, bro. You ain't shitting. Ace LP, slow motion Gamora and Gamora. Sodom and Gomorrah? Or did you mean Gamora and Gamora? Either way, I like it. Mandalore the MGTOW, people in general are shit and stupid. They're not great, man. They're not great. It is what it is, brothers. It really is. It's 2:19 a.m. right now in the morning. I just wanted to get up and pop a couple of these subjects, let you all know that we're trying to get this workstation put back together. I've got everything that I need now. I've got my other wall covered with my art station and bench. And I've been moving everything in here for days, trying to get it to fit back nice and neat into its little places and get everything dusted. I'm kind of a slob when it comes to dusting. I don't let it get horrific, but I don't keep up on it the way that I should. So Graham Whitting, my blood just went cold. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Fuck you. I don't want that memory no more. Mandalore the MGTOW. People in general are shit and stupid, and I already read that. What's wrong with me? I'm crazy. Crazy. There's something wrong with a bitch. Placebo effect. Show us the model cars Hammerhand. I might make a little video and put it up, and something other than a short, you know what I'm saying, and give you a little more detailed look at it so that you guys can see what's up. I've probably got 100, I'd say at least 100 Formula One and IndyCar kits and some really nice 12 scale kits. I just picked up an old Otaki, which is a Japanese model brand that was absorbed by Doyoshu. And then a couple of other companies popped in there and started kind of scalping off of it. Revell picked it up and rebadged a couple of their kits. They kept the molds, but they rebadged the kits, as Revell kits. Revell testers kits. The LPS, the LP 500S Countach. Oh man, what a fucking car. Beautiful, beautiful model. I can't wait to get into that son of a bitch. Can't wait. 8 francs. Big pitch. Have the laws been made fairer to men recently? Somebody's saying something up here that I didn't get. Success Pool Endeavors, my man, Master Wrench. Hi, Dak. One more thing, too. Huge shout out to all of the Master Wrenches in this chat and every single chat. I appreciate the hell out of you. I always have appreciated you, and I will always appreciate you. You guys show so much fucking restraint sometimes with some of the folks that jump up in here and just try to start shit. And sometimes I miss the comments, so I don't really know what's going on until I go back through the stream and I look at stuff a little bit. And I always appreciate y'all. I really do. AC3R. Putin may hold his own, though. In time, he will be overrun by his own. This is the commie way. I don't know, man. I think Putin's got some help. I really do. If for no other reason, he'll have help from the West if he needs it, because they're not going to allow Russia to go fucking, Red Dead Redemption, one more again. They're not going to allow that to happen. The world has already decided that's not going to happen. You got too much red sitting over there under Mongolia. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Coiled Steel, Biden's trying to wag the dog, start a war in Ukraine to distract from his evil administration. Well, he's the stupidest fucking evil administration that I've seen in my lifetime. These motherfuckers are idiots. They're imbeciles, you know? And I'm not saying that from the standpoint of, well, why aren't they doing X, Y, and Z? Because they ain't fucking doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. What's this buffoon at now? 39%, 38%? Looks like the goddamn crypt keeper up there. Huh? What? Where are we? Fucking old asshole. He needs to get him some Jack Kevorkian and go to sleep. MGTOW Life. I'd like to see that video at Hammerhand. I will put it up. All right, fuck it. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll get it done in the next couple of days, and I'll run you guys through the sealed closet. I'll run you through that one. Francesco Fraggle, Italian design at its best. It's such a nice car, man. Such a nice car. Roderick Sage, Pfizer got the okay to inject 6 and under. Yeah. Well, look, Pfizer's not coming to your fucking door to do that. Who's offering their kids up to do this? It's these crazy fucking chicken shit leftists. And it's not just them. There's a whole cross-section of motherfuckers out there that are doing it for something that has a 99.8% survival rate. That's like going and getting a fucking head cold and trying to take an injection for it. Oh, my nose is runny. Give that motherfucker a needle. Is that really necessary? It'll kill you, motherfucker. Oh, oops. Almost let the hood come out. I need to back up just a second. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. Apologies, man. Apologies. The Soviet Sage at 8 francs. Don't you just love how Big Pitch sells Pig Bitch if you swap the letters? Don't be mean to my guy now. Come on. Take care of each other in that chat. Willie Will 1. When all else fails, they take you to war. Gerald Salente. Yeah, I ain't going. Even if they try to break my fucking door down, they got some problems. But I'm not going. Sigma Rodan morning success pool. Sigma Rodan in the house. Mandalore the MGTOW. Hey, someone help me figure out how to do call-ins and video communicate. Send me a message on my channel after the segment is over if interested. It depends on what you're using. Are you using StreamYard or Streamlabs or an OBS? All of that matters. It really depends on what you're using. Polar Bear Predator, thank you, wrenches. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Thank you. Codename Nazareth. US CDL doesn't need actual school attendances before. That's new to me. I don't know. Did I miss a part of a conversation somewhere? That's not the way it worked when I was there. You had to be there. So, Pulse Kebab. Yeah, wrenching ain't easy with some of these clowns. Hammer. I know it's not. And like I said, I appreciate you men taking your time to do this. I appreciate you making the effort to do it and to be here every time I come on. I'm sporadic as fuck when I come on. I don't have a schedule because, I don't do this to form an empire on fucking YouTube. I just don't. I'm just not interested in being a little mini economic engine on YouTube. I just like to come on here and speak to y'all from time to time when I have the inspiration. I try not to make it something where I feel like I'm being trapped into producing content. I don't want to do that. You men take care of me. You take care of yourselves. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I couldn't be more thankful for it. The Soviet Sage, Putin ain't no commie. No, he's not. He might have some friends, but he ain't. JD Miles, the Russian boys are at it again. I don't think so. I think elements of our government have been trying to push them into a conflict for almost the last decade. And they need to back the fuck off. They need to back up is what they need to do. And take a look. If these people aren't marching on our shores or throwing paratroopers into the Midwest, Red Dawn style, I don't want to fucking hear nothing about why we got to go and kill them. They ain't a threat to us. They ain't a threat to us. They launch nukes. We got nukes. They run their fucked up carriers out here. We just go and fucking smoke them. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. They don't want to fucking die any more than we want to die. So, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no need to get pushed into some stupid shit just because war is profitable. Placebo effect. Thank you to all the master wrenches for doing what you do. You are all scholars and gentlemen. Hats off to our brothers in arms. That's a magnificent comment, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm going to jump to the bottom, gents, and I think I'm going to call it a night here at 1 hour and 30 minutes-ish or so. And for those of you that jumped in here late, by all means, go back and rewatch it. Make sure to leave me a like, leave a comment, thumbs it up or thumbs it down. However you feel, interaction is engagement, and that's what I appreciate. Felix Mercedes, the quartering cucked out. I'm not going to call the man a cuck. What I'm going to say is he sounded like he was fucking drunk. He sounded like he was intoxicated. He just got on there, started rambling, running his fucking mouth, and really just tried to pick a fight. And he got one. Ethan paid a little bit of a price for it. Yellow Flash paid a little bit of a price for it. And because Jeremy's up over 1 million in subs, he wouldn't notice if 100,000 people jumped off. I mean, sure, he'd see it, but he wouldn't feel it. It wouldn't hit him in the pockets. You could just have a little more fucking class. Stop being a fucking asshole. Trouble with tribbles, motherfucker. Like a gremlin. Just looking to bite a bitch just because you can do it. That's a stupid way to do business with people who are really fundamentally on your side. And he knows that. And he should have had more class, more intelligence. It was fucking dumb. It's dumb. He shouldn't have done that. 8 francs, big pitch. You underestimate men. We don't need a state psyop to convince us to go our own way. Our common sense has directed us to do it. I agree. When people sit there and they say that MGTOW is a psyop, okay, I'll give you that. But what's wrong about it? Holler at me. Tell me what's wrong. What's wrong with it? Okay, if it's a psyop and I've conceded that, then what's wrong with it? Well, it's keeping you away. No, it's not. No, it's not keeping me away from nothing. Well, it makes you distrust. No, it don't. Their actions make me distrust. False rape accusations make me distrust. False sexual harassment accusations make me distrust. Using my children as bargaining chips in a court to steal my money makes me distrust. And all of that is institutionalized. It's legal. Well, the child support isn't. Most people don't really know that. Child support is not legal. It's not legally enforceable. What they do is they deprive you of your rights, and then you have to legally understand law and go fight to get your rights reinstated. That's what you have to do. And so many people don't want to put the effort in to do just the bare minimum that they always fail at that. And then they blame the system. Well, the system has you cucked. The system has you bent over a barrel. And you've got to be the one to figure it out. The Soviet sage, okay, seriously, I got to sleep. Peace, comrades. Yes, sir. Peace out, man. Peace out. Let me jump down to the bottom here. Ohio Dan. Hello, gentlemen. What's up, Ohio Dan? How you doing, man? Sail away. I don't hate the women's. I understand them and avoid them wherever possible. Same here. Same here. And to be quite frank, I don't need to understand them. I don't need to be compassionate. I don't need to do anything for them. I don't need to do shit. But that urge to want to do something, to want to be helpful, to want to be disposable, it's strong. It's strong as fuck. And you really got to watch yourself when you're out there, man. If you're a nice, good, decent person at heart, which I have no doubt in my mind that most of you are, and somebody asks a favor of you, it's hard to turn your back on them. Now, some of you are going to roll your eyes and just say, well, fuck that. I could do that in a heartbeat. Okay, good on you. Good on you. But a lot of you can't. And you got to be careful. MGTOW Cowboy, gentlemen, please allow me to shill my channel. Head over and take a look. I talk women, psychology, trucking, and getting some. That's MGTOW Cowboy. Post your link, brother. Americano, this channel is anti-woman. This channel is anti-moron. I hope you're kidding. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you're kidding. I think you're joking. Maybe I'm just taking that the wrong way. Mandalore the MGTOW. But Hammer, don't you know we don't have rights? They're privileges, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. Nobody can give me rights. My rights come from God. You feel me? My rights come from God. I don't care if anybody believes. That's cool. Don't believe. Okay. I don't care about a piece of paper sitting in Pennsylvania that says these are your enshrined rights. I'm glad that you feel that way. And some of them match up with the Almighty. My rights come from God, not from a piece of paper, not from 1776, not from the signing of the Declaration of Independence. They got you guys bamboozled, man. They got you bamboozled. David Scottsdale, we as a society need to stand up every time they write a new law to fuck the people. We need to tell them that we are done. I think we're in the process of telling them that we're done. They have hamstrung themselves. They have really, really short-dicked themselves. Like we were saying a little bit earlier with Gen Z. Gen Z is the most fucked up generation of humans I have ever seen. Ever. And I don't think that that's going to be working out too well for them here in the next 10 or 15. Chaos for You 728. Marriage used to benefit everyone involved. Now it's just indentured servitude for a man. I mean, it goes both ways. There are risks on the part of the female as well. But if their Gibbs bag, their cash and prizes, the ATM was not legalized, was not written in stone, you wouldn't be seeing these divorces. You wouldn't be seeing it. Riff Megos, there's a lot to be said for a minimalist lifestyle. I agree with you 100%. Success Pool Endeavors, wrenches, post your channels, please, and thanks. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to start talking us out here in the next minute. MGTOW Cowboy Hammerhand, please do an extra half hour. I can't, brother. I've got stuff that I've got to do here in the morning when I get up. I'm already 2 hours late to bed, but I had to jump in here and say what's up and give you guys my thoughts on those particular things. Not that you asked for them, but it was time to big up those Canadians. It was time to show pride. I used to do a lot of business with Canadians. I still do some business with Canadians, but I always referred to them as the true Northers. They are the true Northers. There's nothing above them. That's for sure. You know, maybe if you go to the other side of the world. But I'm prouder than hell that they jumped up there and did their thing. That's just outstanding. Just outstanding. Polska Bob, don't yell. Did I yell? I don't know. You talking to me? Callie 115, the government won't have volunteers for the war due to taking said volunteers' stake in society. I agree. I think if people want to fight for their houses and their property, yeah, you ain't going to have to talk them into that. But you're definitely going to have to point a gun at them to get them to volunteer to go overseas to die. No thanks, man. No thanks. I'm not walking into somebody else's country at the behest of this crooked piece of shit fucking government and killing their citizens. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll just as soon lie down. I'll lie down myself. No, thank you. No, thank you. Zark, people are inoculated under the ideas of law and order, whether they are just or flawed. Well, they are flawed. They are flawed. Absolutely. Max Sanchez, hi, Hammer. I would like you to upload more shorts when you have the time. They were really funny. I'll get back to doing the shorts here soon enough. But while I'm still remodeling inside, I've managed to get the station set up here. So I figured I'd jump on and talk a couple of points and then jump the fuck off. 1 hour and 31 minutes, 276 pairs of eyeballs here. Thank you very, very much. If I missed your comment, I appreciate you. Don't take it personal. And hopefully we'll catch you the next time. Polska Bob, oh, not you, Hammer, was spreading out. Okay, gotcha. I appreciate you. Gents, it's been my pleasure. Remember now, morals, ethics, values, principles, and control your biology. Control your biology. I'm not talking about laying down and rubbing one out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about putting yourself in a very, very bad position. You simply do not know which one of these grenades you're going to try to pick up that won't go off. You just don't know. There's no reasonable surety anymore. Rape accusations and sexual assault claims, sexual harassment claims are through the fucking roof. And they are that way because these current generations, the last three, have been taught that even speaking to them in a certain light, any light that they don't like, is some form of harassment because feelings and shit. So for me, it's just easier to dip out. It's easier to say no. And those fuckers hate that word. But I'm a lot safer saying no than I am taking any chances on them. I work too hard for my shit. I value my freedom. I love my life. And I'm not going to just give it up because somebody feels entitled to my time, my attention, my time, and my money, my ATM, as RPM would say. Gentlemen, I'll catch you all on the next one. Thank you for my master wrenches. Thank you for everyone else in the chat. And I'll see you down the road